Whatever. Doesn't really matter. Hello and welcome back to the Malden High Broadcast Network. My name is Andrew Baxley. I'm alongside Ben Coggins for a matchup between the Travelers Rest High School Devil Dogs and the St. Joseph's Knights here from Greenville High School in the South Carolina Preps High Showcase, whatever you call that, from Greenville High School. First game of 5 of the day. We'll have them all here on YouTube. You can go back and watch them whenever you want to. We got about 3 minutes until game time here, which should be a really fun game. Expect a lot of shooting, a lot of transition basketball, and a fun game. You got Travelers Rest in the all white right in front of you, and then St. Joe's will be in their all blue away uniforms there on the far side as we get ready to go into this game. In about 2.5 minutes, we will have the national anthem in a couple minutes and the starting lineups and all that. Ben, some thoughts on this game?
You know what, man? I'm just excited for today in general. We got the next 10 hours in this beautiful gym here at Greenville High School, watching some good high school basketball. There's going to be some incredible matchups later on in the day, and kicking it off with an incredible matchup at Sunrise. As you said, a lot of shooting, a lot of transition play. Two teams that like to get it done in the open court. Two very good teams in their respective classes, both top 10 teams in their classes. Travelers Rest is number 7 in 4A, and St. Joe's comes in at number 8 in 2A. But, I mean, like we said, this is going to be a game that's going to be very fast-paced, a lot of open court play. It's going to be very enjoyable to watch. Kind of some names to look out for. Definitely look out for Jakari Helms on Travelers Rest side. Just kind of watching him in warm-ups. He really seems like a leader of this Travelers Rest team. He's very vocal, really hyping his team players up, and he looks like a very solid player just watching warm-ups.
Yeah, for sure. And some other players to look for here. We got some stats on Travelers Rest. We don't really have the stats for St. Joe's, but they do have Jacob Brown averaging 12.5 points per game. They have John Quez Webb averaging 10 a game. Eli Gatchell with 6, and some other guys a little bit lower. So we'll give you out the starting lineups as we hear them. First off, for St. Joe's, you have Davis Satterfield, Jason Gibson. Those are the two guards. Josh Burns. Ben Saunders. And finally, Gannon Stockton. So Stockton, Burns, Saunders, Gibson, and Satterfield for St. Joe's in the all blue. And then for Travelers Rest, Dylan King, Caleb Mills, John Quez Webb, Jacob Brown, and Jackson Duncan. So you got Duncan, Webb, Mills, and King, along with Brown for the Travelers Rest Devil Dogs in the all white here. Eight minutes on the clock here from Greenville High School. Of course, the Red Raiders will be playing later today. They will take on Aiken. RJ Felton and Aiken. That game is at 6. And then your Malden Mavericks are at 8 against Blythe Wood and 4-star Julian Phillips. So about ready to get started here between the Devil Dogs and the Knights.
Yeah, and you're kind of going through some of those games tonight. Definitely one you want to make sure to tune into. North Augusta taking on the Burns Rebels. Burns, one of the best teams in 5A. They come in at number 8, but that's not saying much. Really, all the top 10 of those teams are vying for state, and North Augusta, a top 10 team in 4A.
Jacob Brown and Ben Saunders will tip off. Saunders tips it back to Gibson, and we are underway in the hands of the St. Joe's Knights. Here's Burns. Burns up top for Satterfield. Satterfield calls his play. Travelers Rest in man-to-man. Crossover to the left hand. Takes the bump. Layup up. No good. Rebound going the other way is Jackson Duncan. Duncan ahead to Webb. Webb will shoot a floater, and it's good. First 2 points of the game will go to John Quez Webb of the Travelers Rest Devil Dogs. Here come the Knights in the hands of Davis Satterfield. Picks up his dribble looking for a pass. Here is Saunders. Ben Saunders out to Gannon Stockton. Stockton to the right hand. He'll pass it off to a guy in the corner. Driving to his left is Gibson. Gibson's shot's blocked. Rebounded by Jacob Brown. Brown will bring it up. He'll pass it off to King. All the way in the corner, here's Jonquez Webb. Back up top for King. Swings it around for Jackson Duncan. At the free throw line, here is Jacob Brown. Some good ball movement in the corner. A pump fake in the drive. He'll swing it back up top all the way around. Here's Webb. Stolen away, but eventually will find the hands of Duncan. Duncan with 6:49, still 2-0 here. Up top here is Caleb Mills. Bit of a light press in the 2-3 zone. They're going to swing it all the way around. Here is Bryant. Bryant back out to King. Dylan Quinn all the way around. A couple pump fakes. Some really a long possession here for the Devil Dogs, but eventually ended a wide open layup for Jackson Duncan, his first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, and 2 impressive possessions there from TR. One where they slowed it down right there, and then also a bucket in transition. Show them they can do everything.
With 6:10 left, the score is 4-0. The Devil Dogs lead. Stolen away. We'll find the hands eventually of Bryant, who goes up for the dunk. The dunk is not good, but he is fouled and he'll shoot 2 free throws. That foul was on Davis Satterfield, his first.
And again, TR showing that they like to play quick there. Got it down the floor, got it to the basket, got a good shot, took the foul, and get 2 shots at the line.
Jackson Brown from the line. Jacob Brown from the line. His first free throw is no good. .602 is where the clock is stopped. It's at 4-0 as of now. Jacob Brown will shoot another one. It's up. And also no good. Rebounded by Gannon Stockton going the other way. He'll pass it off to Davis Satterfield, and the St. Joe's Knights will have another possession here. He'll pass it to Burns. Burns being guarded by Webb. In the corner, Stockton. He'll try to drive left. Now here's Satterfield. Satterfield back for Stockton. He's going to drive to his right hand. His layup is no good, but he was fouled. That foul is going to be on Hunter Coleman. Jacob Brown. Brown, his first of the game. 1 team foul for each team now. And Gannon Stockton will shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is no good by Stockton. .541 is where the clock is stopped as of now. Second free throw is up by Stockton. It's good. The first points of the game for the St. Joe's Knights will go to Gannon Stockton, a senior forward. It will be Caleb Mills to bring the ball up for the Travelers Rest Devil Dogs here in their all-white unis. They're going to swing it around at the free throw line. Some good ball movement once again, and a layup for Dylan King, his first points of the game. And then out of bounds on St. Joe's. They had some trouble with the inbound pass.
Just a mental mistake there from St. Joe's. You can't make mistakes like that against this TR team.
6-1 to the score with 5:23 left. The inbounder will be Jackson Duncan. Duncan up top for Caleb Mills. Mills back for Duncan. Up top, King. King back for Duncan. Inside is Mills. Mills across for Webb. Some good ball movement once again in the corner. Pulling a 3 is Caleb Mills. It's no good, off the rim and out. Rebounded by Jalen Gibson. He'll push it himself. He's got the ball in his left hand. He'll spin away from pressure and try to drive back in. His floater is good and 1. Count the basket and have a chance for a free throw to make it a 3-point play. That foul is on Dylan King, his first. Second team foul on the Devil Dogs.
Yeah, and again, just getting that there in transition. Great play there from Jalen Gibson. Get down the floor quickly and then draw the foul and make the bucket. He'll get a chance to make it a 2-point game here for St. Joe's.
That layup by Corey Helms is no good. Going the other way here is St. Joe's. Davis Satterfield has it. Stolen away by Helms. He's going to go up for a slam. And then a one-handed slam is good by Jakari Helms. A steal in the lay-in for him, and a timeout called by St. Joe's, their first of the game. Inbound pass for Davis Satterfield back on the way here from Greenville High School. The score is 8-3 with 4:15 left in this first quarter. Here's Davis Satterfield. He's being guarded by King. Some ball movement and the drive. It was Gibson swinging it around. It's now in the hands of Ben Saunders, but they're going to hit him with a travel before he made the layup, and it will be Sheller's rest ball. 3:58. The clock is stopped. Now back on the way. It's rolling. Ball in the hands of Jackson Duncan for the Double Dogs in the corner. Webb. They're going to swing it all the way around. They'll find Dylan King and eventually Jackson Duncan. Duncan back. Swinging it around this Webb. Here's Dylan King. King inside for Helms. Helms passed it off to Webb, but he could not convert the layup. It's rebounded and dribbled up by Gibson. Gibson all the way to the rack. His layup is good and 2 points for him, his first of the game.
Just like we said at the top of the broadcast, a lot of quick open floor play. That's exactly what we saw there with Gibson going coast to coast.
In the corner here is Dylan King. Swinging around this Webb. All the way to the basket is Duncan. He's fouled. His shot's no good off the side of the backboard, but he will shoot 2 free throws. Did you see that foul was on?
Did not see.
I didn't see either. The second team foul on St. Joe's. Free throw is good by Jackson Duncan. He has 3 points on the game so far. Second free throw is up and no good by Duncan. Eventually rebounded by Stockton. Stockton passes it off to Satterfield. Back to Stockton. Stockton top of the key. He's going to pump fake and drive. He'll pull up with a jumper, and it's no good. And they're going to hit an over-the-back foul on Ben Saunders. Excuse me, no, the foul was going to be on Jackson Duncan and on TR.
And even with the foul on TR, that's good defense, forcing them to take a shot that St. Joe's doesn't want. They just got a little sloppy with their rebounding.
Inbound pass to Gibson. Gibson will spin to the right hand. He'll use a slip screen from Stockton. He's going to cross over to his right hand. Had it knocked away, and it's now in the hands of Caleb Mills. Mills up to King. King's right-handed layup is good. He has 4 points on the game. 2:30 left in this first quarter. The score is 11-5, and Alex Gillespie is waiting to check in for the St. Joe's Knights. Satterfield will drive to his right, pass it off to Josh Burns. Burns into Stockton. Stockton, a nice spin move in the post, but the shot's no good. Got his own rebound. He'll go up. Second shot's no good, but he is fouled. Foul, I believe, will be on number 4. That's Caleb Mills, his first of the game. 4th team foul of this half by TR. And Stockton will shoot 2 free throws. He went 1 of 2 in his last trip. First free throw is up and no good. Checking into the game is Gillespie and Gatchel. Out the game goes Webb and Satterfield. Stockton will have 1 more free throw here. It's up and it's good. So he goes 1 of 2 both times, and he now has 2 points on the game. 11-6 is the score with 2:10 left. Some ball movement here by the Double Dogs. It's Duncan around for Mills. Mills for Gatchel. Some more ball movement in the corner now is King. Into the free throw line is Helms. Helms in the corner is King. King's 3-pointer's up, no good. Rebounded by Ben Saunders. Saunders will dribble up himself. Saunders tried to find the hands of Josh Burns, but he just led him a bit too much and it went out of bounds, and it will be Devil Dogs ball here with 1:41 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, and St. Joe's going to have to clean up a little bit on these turnovers if they're going to stay in this game. TR's already stretching that lead out a little bit. They need to make sure that they get some more points down on these possessions.
Some more ball movement right here. They're trying to find the free throw line man. It's Duncan, but they can never get to it because of St. Joe's defense. They eventually try to force it into Saunders, and it wasn't a great pass by Helms. Stolen away and now in the hands of Jalen Gibson. Gibson will pass it to Ben Saunders. Man-to-man defense here from the Travelers Rest Devil Dogs. Here is Gillespie. Gillespie tried to find Saunders. Saunders eventually picks up his dribble and kicks it out wide for Jalen Gibson. Gibson going to drive to the rack. His floater is looking good. 4 points for Jalen Gibson in this game, the number 4 player for the St. Joe's team. Under a minute left now with 48 seconds and counting backwards in the first quarter. The score is 11-8. The Devil Dogs lead. Into the free throw line and eventually a pass to Helms. Helms will go up. The shot's blocked by Alex Gillespie. 35 seconds left. And the Travelers Rest Devil Dogs have it in the hands of Caleb Mills. Mills around for Saunders. Saunders going to drive to his left hand. He stops, pops, pull up a jumper. It's no good. Rebounded by Helms. Helms ahead for Mills. Mills passes it off. And a charging violation on Caleb Mills. His second, a good effort by Jalen Gibson attempting the charge.
And Jalen Gibson been showing off on offense here tonight, but did a good job there on defense to draw the charge. TR was in a great spot to get some points on the board there, but he found a way to get the ball back in St. Joseph's hands.
15 seconds left in this first quarter. It's 11-8, and the last possession we think will belong to St. Joe's in the hands of Jalen Gibson with 9. Stockton will pull a 3 with 5. It's no good. Rebounded by Saunders with 3. 2, Duncan ahead. A jumper at the buzzer is too late. It was good, but it does not count. It was Caleb Mills' 3 who came after the buzzer. But at the end of the first quarter, the score is 11-8, and the Travelers Rest Devil Dogs will lead by 3.
Yeah, and really impressed with Jalen Gibson there in the first quarter. He did a good job of really, obviously he made a good defensive play at the end of the quarter, but throughout the quarter, just doing a good job of pushing the tempo, making some good passes, finding some open teammates, and also putting the ball in the hoop. He, scored half of St. Joseph's points this quarter. But as for TR, Dylan King really kind of been the surprise so far. He's a bit shorter, losing a lot of size on his opponents, but found a way to put up 4 points. Does a really good job of just finding the open areas of the court, getting easy buckets for his team.
Don't zoom in as much on it. Just like, if you leave it like this, and just like move it around like this, just so I can see the scoreboard in the back. So after the quick break in between quarters, the possession arrow will go TR's way in their all-white uniforms. Inbound pass into Dylan King, and we're underway here. 11-8 is the score as of now. And swinging around for Gotchel. Gotchel back for King. Still King. Some more good ball movement. A pump fake. It's into Jacob Brown. One thing that TR really does well is the high-low action between their 2 bigs. Right now it's Brown and Duncan. But they're trying to find one of them at the free throw line. And there's the other one with a spin left-handed hook. Jacob Brown, he has 2 points in this game. There they are right there on the left-handed hook. Shot, and the score is now 13-8. 7:20 left in the second quarter. Ben Saunders has it for St. Joe's. He'll pass it off to Jake Bailey. Bailey back for Saunders. Saunders, his right-handed hook is no good. It is good, Jacob Brown attempted to go for a charge there, but no call either way. The score is 13-10. Back to a 3-point lead for the Travelers Rest Devil Dogs. In the corner here is Redding, Adam Redding. Here's Adam Redding once again. In the corner here is Duncan. Duncan up top. In the corner, Redding. He's going to pump fake and try to drive. Instead, he'll kick it out to Dylan King. Will pull a wide open 3, and he'll switch that one home. 16-10. 6-point lead for the Devil Dogs now. Bringing it up the floor. For St. Joe's is Jalen Gibson. He has 4 points in this game. In the corner, Gannon Stockton. Stockton will face up and then eventually pass it off to Ben Saunders. Saunders now Jake Bailey. Back to Stockton. Stockton trying to go with the work of the post. He'll go up the right-handed hook. It's good. Some contact, but no foul, and Gannon Stockton has 4 points in this game. 2 in this quarter, 2 in the first quarter. Ball moving here once again. It will eventually find Adam Redding. Redding across the court for Gatchell. Gatchell will drive baseline, pick up his dribble, kick it up top to King. King to Redding. Redding will pull a wide open three. It's no good off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Ben Saunders. He's has a one-on-one fast break. He'll eventually Euro step to his left hand. Layup is no good. Gets his own rebound. Goes back up. Second shot's no good, but he will be fouled. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Foul is on number 22, Jacob Brown, his second of the game. 16 fouls on Travelers Rest. So the St. Joe's Knights will be on one and one. Well, they will be shooting free throws for the rest of this half, but 1-1 for the next couple of fouls. First free throw by Ben Saunders is up and no good.
This is fun basketball to watch. I mean, as we said, been saying throughout the game, there's a lot of threes being put up, finding open shots beyond the arc and then putting up the three. But also, especially St. Joe's plays so quick, gets that rebound and in the blink of the eye, they're on the other side of the court.
Second free throw is good by Saunders. Two teams with similar play styles. We're going to have a foul here. I think it was just a warning, actually. The two teams with similar play styles, they both like to find their bigs in the paint. Each team with two, not necessarily true bigs. They don't have the size of some other teams, but they do have big men who like to find the ball in the paint. It will be stolen away by Gillespie. He'll dribble it out to the corner and then kick it out to Gibson. Gibson will pull a wide open three. It's no good. Rebounded by Gillespie. Gillespie will kick it out. And eventually we'll find Caleb Mills. Mills to take a dribble in and then shoot a jumper, and that one's good. About a 2-foot difference between his two shots, and also a 2-point difference in the two shots. Jalen Gibson has 6 in the game. 16-15. And this is as close as we've been since the tip-off. In the corner is Webbs. Into the corner now, Dylan King. He'll pull a three, and he'll rattle that one home. He has 10.
And the two guards really going back and forth here between Dylan King and Jalen Gibson. They're both playing very well right now.
Here's Gannon Stockton. He'll spin to his left hand, back to the right hand. He'll kick it out wide. Back to Stockton in the post. He's trying to go to work, but it got stolen away. But eventually it will find Gillespie, who will pull up free throw line jumper, and he'll get that one home. First points of the game for Alex Gillespie. Here's John Quez Webb. They'll swing it around and find King. Dylan King has the ball. Inside is Helms. Helms looking to go to work in the post. He'll go up. He got fouled. That was a really athletic pump fake right there, but they will say the foul was on the floor. He made the shot, but they're not going to give it to him. That foul is going to be on.
I don't know about that.
Was that on Gannon Stockton, I believe? His first of the game.
Really looked like that foul was on the shot there. I don't know about that call.
Inbound pass is Duncan. He kicks it out wide to Dylan King. Dylan King with 10 in the game. The game's leading scorer. Duncan. Back out for King. King around for Ganchel. Ganchel back to King. In the corner, Duncan. He'll pull the three, and it's good. Jackson Duncan with 5 points in this game. His first 3 of the game. Duncan only averages 4.8 points in the game, but he's already ahead of that so far. In the corner here is Gillespie. He tried to find Stockton, but it was knocked away. It eventually found Webb. Webb back to Ganchel. Ganchel with a block. Basket's good. Eli Ganchel with a chance at an old-fashioned 3-point play after the layup is good. Count the foul. Foul is on Jake Bailey, his first of the game. Ganchel's free throw's no good, but rebounded by Helms. Helms will go up. His hook's no good. Rebounded by Ben Saunders. Saunders kicks it out to Jalen Gibson. Gibson a couple crossovers. Ball in his right hand. He'll kick it out wide. Saunders driving to the rack. His floater goes up and it's good. In the corner, here's Duncan. Driving to the rack is Webb. Webb, a hop step. His jumper goes up. It looked like it was blocked. Rebounded by Stockton. Jalen Gibson pushing it. 2:35 left. 24-19. Pulling a three is Saunders. And that's good. This is a really fun game so far. The score is 24-22. 2:30 left in this game. And TR only has a 2-point lead.
And the story of this game has been TR going on a run and then St. Joe's answering with a three and getting right back in it.
Two very, very even teams despite their gap in classes. John Quez Webb pulls a three, and he sends that one home for three. John Quez Webb with 5 in the game so far. Here is Caleb Mills, and St. Joe's will look to answer once again. Mills driving to the left. He'll kick it out wide for Saunders. Ben Saunders swings it around for Jake Bailey. Bailey inside Stockton, ripped away by Helms. Helms on the 2-on-2. He'll Euro step to the left. He's fouled. Oh, actually, excuse me, a travel. Traveling violation. They say he took 3 steps. And the substitution for St. Joe's checking into the game is Sandon Brown. Coming to the side is Alex Gillespie. Inbound pass to Julian Gibson. We're back underway. 27-22, 1:45 left here in the second quarter. Couple crossovers from Mills. He's going to drive to his right hand, spins around, kicks it out for Saunders. Saunders driving to the rack. He'll pull up for 2. No good off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Helms. Helms ahead for Duncan. Duncan across for Webb. Webb, Euro steps to the left hand. Layup is no good, but he was fouled. Foul is going to be on number 23, Jake Bailey, his second of the game. 5 team fouls on St. Joe's, 6 on TR. John Queswell will shoot 2 free throws. First one is up. And good. Hit the top of the rim and then eventually fell for him. Second free throw here for Webb. He shoots it, and it's no good. Top of the rim, but rebounded by Helms. Helms back to Webb. Helms is really good on the offensive glass. Well, all the glass combined, but the offensive glass especially. Here's Dylan King. Swings it around for Duncan. Duncan pump fakes, drives in for Helms. Helms couldn't catch it cleanly. Eventually went up, and his floater is good. 2 points off the bench for Jakari Helms. 30-22 is the score. 1 minute left in the second quarter. Caleb Mills through the double team. He'll pass it off to Saunders. Saunders in the corner. Pulling a 3 is Brown. Brown swishes that one home. 30-25 now is the score with 50 seconds left. No shot clock, so TR can hold for one shot if they elect to. 45 left in the hands of Eli Gatchell. Gatchell for King. King in the corner. Duncan. Duncan back for King. King looking to pass it across the baseline, and it just was not the best pass there. Clock stopped at 34.7. In the hands of Caleb Mills, and I think he'll try to dribble it down. We have 25 left. I think they just want one shot. In the 2-3 zone is TR. 15 left now. Still Mills dribbling left hand. He wants him to start at 7 and eventually go at 5. Here is 7. He'll go now. Mills crosses over left hand. A pump fake in the drive, and eventually a 3 is blocked away. Webb with a full court shot. No good off the backboard. And that will be the end of the first half. The score is 30-25, and a really entertaining one, and TR leads it. We'll tally up some stats here, and then we'll read them out to you before we take a quick break for this half. Ben, your thoughts on that first half?
Yeah, I mean, really kind of what we predicted at the start of the game, a very quick game. I mean, I expect to see some more threes going up. These teams like to play out of the post a little bit more. But definitely a quick game in transition. These teams like to get it down the floor as quick as they can and get the easy buckets. Something that's we're really seeing the start take storm in high school basketball in general. I mean, obviously McLean, one of the best in the state with it, but over here at Malden. But I mean, a lot of teams really starting to take it over, condition their players a lot better, trying to get those easy buckets in transition.
Yeah, so stats at the end of the first half. We'll start off with the Travelers Rest Double Dogs. Dylan King has 10. Eli Gatchell has 2. John Quez Webb has 6. Jakari Helms has 2. Jacob Brown has 2. And Jackson Duncan has 6. Over for the St. Joe's Knights, Alex Gillespie has 2. Jalen Gibson has 6. Sandon Brown with a 3. Ben Saunders has 6. And Gannon Stockton has 4. So that's it for us in our coverage of this first half. We'll take a quick break and then we'll come back the second half and the ending of this game between Travelers Rest and Devil Dogs. Hello, and we are back here. Andrew Baxley, Ben Coggins from Greenville High School for the matchup between TR and St. Joe's. TR leads 30-25 at halftime. TR is in the all white right here in front of you. St. Joe's in the all blue now entering the court. 5 on the floor for St. Joe's is Brown, Duncan, Webb, Gatchell, and King. 5 on the floor for St. Joe's is Brown, Coleman, Saunders, Gibson, and Bailey. I knew I missed someone. Here we go, back underway. Here's St. Joe's. They have the ball in the corner of Saunders. Saunders pump fakes, tries an entry pass, but then elects not to. Of course, TR in the 2-3 zone once again. Gibson. Up top, Bailey. Driving to the basket, and then kicks out. Mills will pull a 3. Excuse me, that was Gibson pull a 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Coleman. Coleman. Pass it out to King. King inside for Brown. Brown will go up. He's fouled. Layup's no good, but he'll shoot 2 free throws. Will Jacob Brown. Foul is going to be on Hunter Coleman, the first of the game for him, first of the half for his team. Jacob Brown averages 12.5 points per game. He's a 6'5" junior forward. His first free throw is up and good. He missed 2 free throws in his first trip to the line in this game. That was back in the first quarter.
Yeah, and Travelers Rush with those 2 big men. And Jacob Brown and Jackson Duncan, both 2 very good shooters. Very good options to spread the floor for TR. They can play those shooters down low or on the arc.
Second free throw was also good by Brown. And a full court press here for TR. Not super heavy. They eventually drop back into man. Could have been stolen away, but instead hit the head, and eventually a layup is no good. And then we'll find Brown to hit Jackson Duncan's head as he tried to steal it. In the corner, Webb, he'll pull a contested 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Saunders. Saunders swings it out wide for Bailey. Jake Bailey in the corner. He'll kick it out wide for Gibson. Gibson, top of the key, hands it back off to Bailey. Bailey drives, picks up his dribble, has to find someone. He does. Person he finds is Jalen Gibson. Gibson in the corner. We'll pass it out wide to Brown. Sandon Brown driving baseline. It was stolen away. It was good defense by Dylan King. In the hands now of Eli Gatchell. Gatchell trying to drive to the right. It was blocked. It was blocked by Sandon Brown, and it hit the leg of Jacob Brown when he tried to get the rebound, and it will be St. Joe's ball. Good effort there by Brown. 32-25 is the score. Travelers Rest leads with 6:19 left in this third quarter. The free throw line is Brown. A pump fake and drive, but a rejection by Jacob Brown. Going the other way is John Quez Webb. Webb up ahead for Gatchell. It's no good. Rebounded by Gibson. Gibson trying to go himself. He'll pull up from the free throw line and swish that one home. Jalen Gibson has 8 in the game. Dylan King will bring the ball up for the Devil Dogs. The game's leading scorer with 10. He's got the Kobe's on, purple and yellow. King in the corner. He'll find Gatchell, and then back to King, and it was stolen away by Bailey. Bailey finds Saunders. Saunders had to shoot before he got called for the travel. It was a poor shot, but he had to shoot it. It was no good. Rebounded by Jackson. And here is Gatchell. Eli Gatchell for Dylan King. King back for Gatchell. An illegal screen by John Quez Webb. Flying to the floor was Jake Bailey. And that is the first personal foul and first team foul. It's called on John Quez Webb. Checking into the game will be Caleb Mills for TR. Also checking into the game for St. Joe's is Gannon Stockton. Stepping to the sides is Saunders. Jalen Gibson gets the inbound pass back underway here. Gibson, his right hand, he'll pass it off to Stockton. Stockton will spin a couple times and then kick it out wide. The shot's rejected but then eventually found Brown. Brown tried to go up. It's no good, but it will be rebounded by Jacob Brown trying to drive to his left. Blocking foul. Layup's no good. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Gannon Stockton attempted to draw the charge, but referee says no. Second personal foul on Gannon Stockton. (32-27) is the score. Jacob Brown will shoot 2 free throws. First one is up and no good. Pretty bipolar from the line so far for Jacob Brown, shooting 2 of 5 pending this second free throw. Misses that one, but it's rebounded by Duncan. Then eventually stolen away by Coleman. So Duncan goes 0-2 from the line for the second time tonight. Caleb Mills, he's trying to drive to the baseline. He'll kick it out wide for Brown. Eventually finds Stockton in the corner. Gannon Stockton stolen away by Caleb Mills. Mills going the other way. Stockton will look at jump with him. A bump, but no foul. Layup's no good. Rebounded by Caleb Mills. Mills in the corner for Duncan. Duncan up top back. Mills in the corner. In the wing, more like, is Dylan King. In the post here is Jonquez Webb. Duncan will pull a 3. That's good. Jackson Duncan with 9 in the game. His second 3 of the game. (35-27) is the score here from Greenville High School. Travelers Rest leads. Driving to the left is Mills. He'll shoot a floater. It's no good. And eventually rebounded by Caleb Mills. Mills will push it himself. Dylan King. King back for Mills. Pulling a 3 is Jackson Duncan, and that one's good. He's got 3 in this game, 3 in a row. He has 12. He is now the game's leading scorer. Sandon Brown driving to the right hand. He'll pump fake. The defender went flying. His shot's no good. Rebounded. And St. Joe's has possession. They tried to find Gannon Stockton in the post, but it was deflected away, and Jonquez Webb has it now. He'll Euro step to the right. Layup's no good. Rebound on the foul by Stockton. Might be a technical foul on Dylan King. It is. So 2 fouls on Dylan King there. 1 for the technical and then 1 for the pull.
Wonder what the technical was on. I saw
the technical was after the little pull on the neck. Stockton had something to say about it, and then Dylan King decided to push him afterwards.
Gotcha.
The first technical free throw by Gibson is good. Second free throw is not good by Gibson. He goes 1 of 2 on the technical. Checking into the game is Adam Redding. Here's Gannon Stockton. He'll pull up and pump fake. He'll pass it off to Gillespie. Gillespie driving left. Kicks it out wide here for Coleman. Gannon Stockton could not control the pass, and Adam Redding has it. Redding driving to the basket. His floater is up and no good. Rebounded by Stockton. And they're going to hit another foul on TR. It will be on number 2, Adam Redding. His first of the game, 4th team foul. Into the game comes Patrick O'Connell. And Jake Bailey takes a seat. Full court press here from Travelers Rest. Inbound pass to Coleman. Coleman gives it back to Satterfield. Davis Satterfield has it now. Satterfield a couple crossovers. He's driving to his left. Stockton in the corner. He'll drive baseline. He'll go up and over. It's no good. And eventually a scramble for the ball, and it will be out on TR. Travelers Rest ball. It was good effort, but they could not control it. They had a couple guys diving on the floor. Here is Satterfield, Davis Satterfield. Now Gannon Stockton on the wing. O'Connell has it. It was stolen away by Caleb Mills. And a personal foul on O'Connell. He tried to dive for the ball. First personal foul on Patrick O'Connell. Third team foul of the half for St. Joe's. Sean Webb now for TR. Pulling another three is Duncan. No good this time off the front of the rim. It's rebounded by Hunter Coleman. Coleman up ahead for Gillespie. Gillespie trying to drive outside. Rejected by Jacob Brown. Jacob Brown going the other way. He'll dribble it up himself. He'll go all the way, and they're going to hit a pushing foul on number 22. That's Hunter Coleman, his second of the game. Just had a left hand on the back of Duncan. 22 on 22 prime right there. Checking into the game is Caleb Dodd. Hitting the bench is Jackson Duncan. Up top here is Redding in the corner. And eventually going to work in the post is Duncan, but he smartly throws it off Alex Gillespie. And it will be TR basketball under their own basket. Adam Redding in the corner. John Webb all the way around. Caleb Mills, he'll pull a three. No good. Rebounded by Gillespie. Gillespie goes up, no good. Eventually, Davis Satterfield will come up with it. With 1 minute left in this third quarter, the score is 38-28. Satterfield in the corner, pulling a pump fake is Patrick Connell. They eventually shoot a three. It's airballed, rebounded by Stockton. Stockton goes up. His layup is good. He has 6 in the game. Ball's in the hand of Caleb Mills with 39 left third quarter. Redding back for Mills. Going to work in the post is Duncan. He goes up. You can count that basket. And he'll get a free throw. Jacob Brown. Personal foul is on Hunter Coleman. He has 3 in the game. And Jacob Brown will shoot more free throws. He's 2 of 6 from the line in this game. Free throw is good. He'll rattle that one home. He has 5 in this quarter. Inbound pass to Stockton, but Webb fouled him. And the TR fans are not so happy about that call. Second personal foul on John Webb, 15 foul. 5 team fouls on each team in this half. So far, 28.7 the clock is stopped. Full court press again from TR. Inbound pass to Satterfield. Satterfield trying to drive on Redding. He slips and loses his balance. And eventually out of bounds. Good defense there by Adam Redding.
TR just executed that full court press perfectly, making the ball carrier uncomfortable and eventually poking it out of bounds. And I mean, you heard the roar from the bench. They knew that was perfect.
Clock stopped at. Clock's rolling now at 15. In the corner, Redding. He'll pull the three. It's no good. However, rebounded. John Webb has it now. He'll pull a three with 8 left, and he'll get that one home. John Webb with 9 in this game. 1 second left, and St. Joe's will not have any shot of getting some more points as that third quarter ends with a score of 44-30.
And just a beautiful end to the quarter there for TR. The full court press being executed nicely, forcing the ball to go out of bounds. It was great defense there from Caleb Mills. And then to get the ball back in and John Webb to hit the three right before the buzzer. I mean, that's just perfect execution to end the quarter. And TR, who's really controlled this entire game, going to take a 14-point lead into the fourth quarter. That's going to be really hard for St. Joe's to beat.
Yeah, TR actually won that quarter a score of 14-5. St. Joe's only scored 5 in that whole quarter, while TR scored 14. The score is now 44-30. Adam Redding now has the ball. He'll kick it back out to his teammate Gatchel. In the quarter is Redding. He'll drive baseline, pull up with a jumper. It's no good. It's rebounded by Saunders. Not the greatest pass by Gibson. He forced his teammate out of bounds. Going all the way to the rack is no good. It was Dodd rebounded by Reddings. He'll have to kick it out wide. He'll get the pass in the corner. He'll drive baseline once again. Pump fakes, tries to go in. He does. First 2 points of the game for Adam Redding, who's been really active in the past minute and a half. Since Dylan King got that technical foul, Adam Redding's had to come in. He's had an impressive couple minutes on offense and defense. Driving to the basket is Gannon Stockton. His layup is good. He has 8 in this game. Caleb Mills now has it for TR. Back in the corner is Mills. In the post. Going to work is Brown. Up top is Gatcho. He'll pull a contested three. It's airballed. Rebounded by Redding once again. He is going to get fouled. More active minutes by Adam Redding. He's definitely earning some more PT out there right now. First person to foul on Alex Gillespie. Up top is Redding once again. But that is not the greatest pass by Mr. Redding.
Well, kind of jinxed him there, didn't you?
I think he was just trying to feel himself a bit too much right there. Caleb Mills gets the inbound pass. More full court press from TR. 46-32 is the score. Here's Caleb Mills. He'll cross over to the left hand. Saunders has it now. Stockton will pump fake and try to drive. Instead, he'll kick it out wide to Burns. Burns back to Stockton. Stockton driving left hand. He'll kick it out wide for Gibson. Gibson back to Stockton. Stockton in the corner. Here's Saunders. He'll pull a three. No good out the front of the rim and out of bounds. It'll stay here with St. Joe's. The inbounder will be Josh Burns. Burns went for the alley-oop off the inbound pass, but Saunders couldn't get it. It was stolen away by Stockton. He'll go up. There was some contact on his arm, but no foul, but his layup is good. Going the other way now is Caleb Mills. 46-34 is the score, 5:50 left. Coming into the game at the next dead ball is Walker Wood for St. Joe's. Up top is Redding. He couldn't control it cleanly, but he will eventually have it. He'll pass it out wide. It is Dodd driving, and the jump ball possession arrow will mean it's St. Joe's ball. Into the game for TR is Webb and Duncan. So they go with their starting five, other than the man who got the technical, Dylan King. It's Adam Redding who is in instead of him. And a turnover off the inbound pass by St. Joe's. They never got the ball inbound. They threw it straight out of bounds. The inbounder now for TR is Caleb Mills. Mills in the corner for Redding. He'll pull the three straight away. It's no good. And off the hands of TR will be St. Joe's ball. The inbounder will be Gibson. And it will eventually find the hands of Walker Wood. Wood ahead for Saunders. Saunders going to go up for the layup and a charging foul. That foul will be on Saunders. The man who took the charge was Jacob Brown. That is the first personal foul of the game for Saunders. That is the 7th team foul, but since it's an offensive foul, they will not shoot 1-and-1 free throws. The inbound pass goes to Caleb Mills, back underway here. 5:20 left, 46-34 is the score. Travelers Rest leads. Inside goes up Brown. Shots blocked, rebounded by Saunders. Inbound pass goes to, the pass goes to Gibson, and a reach-in foul on Adam Redding. He has 2 in the game. It will be 1-and-1 free throws here for St. Joe's. Excuse me, it will not be 1-and-1 free throws for St. Joe's. They do need, excuse me. TR now has no more fouls to give. Both teams will be shooting free throws on every foul from here on out. Inbound pass goes to Saunders. He gives it back to Jalen Gibson. Gibson trying to drive to the rack. His pull-up floater is good and one.
That's an impressive play right there from Jalen Gibson, focusing through the contact and getting that shot up and good to go. That's not an easy play to make, especially from that far out.
Foul was on Redding, his third. Gibson's free throw is no good. A really, really strong rebound right there by Jacob Brown. Now here's Caleb Mills. He has the ball. Swinging around John Quez. Webb has it now. Back out wide, here's Duncan. Webb once again in the corner. Across the court, Redding. Redding will pump fake and drive. Ball was stolen away, and Stockton has it now. Driving to the basket is Gibson. He is fouled, but the shot somehow does not fall. That was teetering on the edge of the rim.
Yeah, and really the catalyst for the second half domination from TR. They've been forcing the ball away from Jalen Gibson. He's having to take these hard shots, getting fouled hard when he does take the shots.
First free throw is good by Gibson.
They're really making life difficult for Jalen Gibson and forcing the second option and Gannon Stockton to put up the points in the second half for St. Joe's, and it's obviously worked for TR.
Second free throw is also good by Gibson, and the lead's now only 8. Dylan King has checked back into the game. Adam Redding has hit the pine. Jalen Gibson has it now for St. Joe's.
TR just going to try and kill as much clock as possible here for the rest of the game.
Caleb Mills with the ball in his hand. He'll pass it off to Brown. Brown back out for Mills. Here starting to come the traps from St. Joe's, but very, very good work getting out of the trap. Caleb Mills the layup and the foul.
Great ball movement, kind of switching it from corner to corner, then down low to the middle and just passing between three. And then they saw the lane, kicked it out to the wing, and then Caleb Mills with the cut and the and one to break that press, that trap very well from St. Joe's.
Mills' free throw does not complete the three-point play. Now with the ball is Saunders, a 10-point lead once again. Satterfield has it now. He'll drive all the way to the basket, and it's blocked. Nice recovery play by Mills right there. The inbounder will be Jalen Gibson right in front of us. And a timeout called by St. Joe's. They have 2 remaining. Not a lot. That's only the second timeout called this whole game. Been a fast-paced game.
For sure. I mean, what time is it?
Almost 1 o'clock.
We've been playing this game for an hour, and we're about finished.
Yeah, and that means another whole hour to sit back and relax until the next game.
It's true.
What's the next game? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Southside. Some former Malden players playing in that next game.
Shaden Johnson obviously was on the varsity team for the first half of last year before he transferred to JL Man, and then Drayton Johnson, former JV player, he'd be featuring on this year's varsity team had he not transferred to Southside. 2 very solid players.
I think they're actually cousins.
Johnson was part of
cousins.
What's that?
I think they're cousins.
I didn't know that. No, I do. But Shaden Johnson, obviously part of a transfer class that was very impressive for the Mavericks, alongside Jay Cooper and Nick Williams, who's still feature on the Malden varsity team.
Wasn't Drayton's brother on Malden for a while? I think he's playing. He's playing in college somewhere now. It's somewhere. It's like in the same. It might be Newberry or Land or somewhere like that. The inbound pass couldn't find anyone but the other team. It's Caleb Mills driving to the rack. He passed it off to Duncan on a nice pass, and 2 points for Jackson Duncan right there.
Yeah, and that other transfer alongside Jay Cooper, Nick Williams, and Shaden Johnson was Caleb Mack. And Malden fans, you know his name very well from last year. He almost led. He really led the team last year.
Satterfield's floater's no good, rebounded by Duncan, and his coach asked for him to hold it. 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, 50-38. Fans calling for a carry, but no call. Duncan has it now. Now Jacob Brown. Brown back for Duncan. Duncan in the corner. Here's John Quez Webb. Back out wide for Duncan. Mills back to Duncan. Into Brown. Some nice ball movement. Dylan King has it now. John Quez Webb now. Up top is Mills. Mills for Duncan. Travelers Rest has chewed almost a full minute of clock on this possession. John Quez Webb now in the corner. In the post for Jacob Brown. Brown for the streaker. Mills, a really, really nice cut and a great pass by Jacob Brown. Two more points for Caleb Mills.
A minute of possession. That's why we need a shot clock in high school basketball. I'm not faulting TR. They're taking advantage of the rules. There's nothing wrong with what they're doing, but it took up a whole minute of possession. They're just passing the ball around the court.
And it doesn't have to be 30 like it is in college. It could be 35. That works just fine.
Yeah. But
in reality,
they could have kept passing that ball around and forced St. Joseph out.
They could have done that the whole game, really, for the whole 3 minutes, the whole final 3 minutes of the game. But thankfully, they did not. Going to the basket is Mills. His floater's no good. Rebounded by Jacob Brown. Brown for King. King is fouled by Davis Satterfield.
The Travelers Rest doing a very good job of handling this press, kind of just swinging ball from corner to corner to corner. I mean, it forces the St. Joe's defense to move around to keep that 5 seconds going. And St. Joe's loses focus, gets a little slow on a switch, or misses a switch, leads to an open lane and an easy bucket.
First free throw is no good on the 1-and-1. It was Dylan King who shot it. A turnover there by Walker Wood. So it was stolen away by Jake Bailey with 1:05 left in this fourth quarter. Travelers Rest has the ball.
That trap's going to...
Personal foul there on Jalen Gibson.
Well, I was about to say that trap's kind of slowing down, and in theory, they could probably kill the rest of the game on this possession, but Jalen Gibson had something to say about that.
It will be 2 free throws here for Jacob Brown. So far, he's either missed both or made both from the free throw line tonight. So we'll see what he does here. It's good.
Guess he's going to make both.
We'll see. Second free throw is up. And no good for the first time. He'll split them.
Nobody can tell me I'm not the king of jinxing.
It was rebounded by Saunders. Saunders for Satterfield. Satterfield driving right all the way to the basket. His layup's no good, but the putback is good by Ben Saunders. Johnson Duncan has the ball. He passes it out wide to Mills. Mills back for Dylan King. 10 seconds left, and they're going to hit an offensive foul on Dylan King. (53-40) with 10 seconds left in this game. Not really sure what the call was there. I think they're asking for a sub now.
That's
Caleb Dodd will check in.
I mean, the game's about to end here.
In the corner pulling a 3 is Gabe Nelson. It's no good. Rebounded. And that will be the end of the game. The first game of the Prep Hoops Showcase today from Greenville High School. Travelers Rest wins it 53-40. We'll tally up some stats, and then we'll give them to you. They're announcing something on the
I think it's kind of an MVP for both teams.
Who was it?
Jalen Gibson for St. Joe's.
Okay.
I don't know what they said for. I don't think they've announced TR
The
yet
MVP of the game for TR, Jalen Gibson.
for St. Joe's.
Sorry, you're right. Jackson Duncan for TR.
Yeah, Jackson Duncan really dominated that second half for TR.
So they're gonna get a T-shirt.
Yeah, get a T-shirt, get featured. Probably get an article from Max Preps and get featured on Twitter, or excuse me, from Prep Hoops, not Max Preps. And if you didn't know, this event is being run by Prep Hoops, one of the top, I guess you call it websites. I guess scouting networks and for high school basketball in South Carolina. They do a great job in getting these athletes' names out there and for recruiting, and they run a lot of events like this. This one, obviously, the Greenville Showcase, and a lot of good athletes here today. We're going to see a lot of great players come in. Some players from North Aiken that Andrew's very excited to see.
Yes. Hopefully, the cousin of one of those players will be here as well. Looking forward to seeing RJ Felton play. Of course, he is the cousin of, if you know Raymond Felton, he is one of the greatest North Carolina Tar Heel basketball players ever. Also a former NBA journeyman and 5th overall pick in the NBA draft. But they're going to clear out the gym for this game, and I need to finish up. I need to stop talking so I can finish up our stats for this game.
Yeah, like I said, you're going to see a lot of great players here. Prep Hoops does a really good job of getting all the best teams and all the best high school players from around the upstate into the same gym for today's event.
Not just the upstate, but really the whole state, because I got some lower state teams. You got
obviously
North Augusta, Aiken, and Blythewood is still upper state, but it's Columbia area. But final stats for this game, we'll start with TR. Dylan King with 10, Adam Brenning with 2, Eli Gatchell with 2, Caleb Mills had 4, John Quez Webb with 9, Jacob Brown with 8, and then the team MVP of the day was Jackson Duncan. He had 14. For St. Joe's, Alex Gillespie had 2, Jalen Gibson 13, Sandon Brown 3, Ben Saunders 8, and Gannon Stockton 10. The MVP for their team of the day was Jalen Gibson, but that will do it for us here in this first game. In a game that TR won. Do you remember what the final score was?
No.
I don't remember what the final score was either, but we do know the TR won. We will be back in about an hour for the next game between Daniel and Southside. We'll see you then.